I'm not ordering any of the iPhones tonight. Hey there, friends on YouTube. My name is Jason, sometimes known as the JTL. This is Painfully Honest Tech. Tech, so honest it hurts. If this is your first time here, then I think you're going to hear me say things that I never thought I would hear myself say. And if you've been here before, then you might be slightly confused as well. Or not, I don't know. You're you, I'm me. So here I am. I usually have at least some bullet points or some notes or even a full script that I look at when I do these videos. But this one, it didn't feel right to script it because I really wanted to just talk off the top of my head about how frustrated I am at the state of Apple, how insulted I am by the way that they continue to do their iPhone business, and what it means for me as a longtime Apple customer. So I've been an Apple customer since about 1993. My first Mac was purchased in that, well, it wasn't mine. It was actually my then girlfriend, now wife's parents' computer that they let her take to college, and I got to use it, okay? I was poor. I didn't own a computer until years later. Yes. Since then, I have bought nearly every iPhone. I think the only one I didn't buy was the iPhone Uno, the iPhone Uno, because it was too expensive, and nobody knew if this smartphone thing was going to actually work. Most people thought of it as like, oh, it's an iPod that you can make phone calls on. So since then, however, I have owned every single iPhone. And I always get excited on iPhone launch day, announcement day, pre-order day, everything. Like when I didn't have enough money to pre-order an iPhone, I would be in line waiting to be, usually like the first or second person in line waiting to get an iPhone. But after watching Apple's event yesterday, I can't do it. I just can't do it. Tonight would be the night where I stay up until 2 o'clock in the morning and order one or two or whatever and get all excited, but I'm just not going to do it. Apple really, yesterday's announcement of these iPhones was pretty dull. The phones themselves, there's not that much new about them. I mean, the new processor is 15% faster, which is not nothing, but it's nothing to like say, oh, I got to get that because my phone is so slow. There's a new color. There's gold. And I don't care because I never have worn gold and I never want to wear gold, and gold is not a thing that I like. There's the new iPhone XR, which I have not cared about since the moment it was announced. There are a lot of people who think that this is going to be some game-changing phone for Apple, and I thought there might be a possibility that it could be, honestly. They even said in their event that they wanted to entice more people over to the Apple side, and I can only assume that that meant that they wanted to bring people over from Android. It's a phone with all the right insides, but everything else is a compromise. And when you compare that at $749 to the Galaxy S9, the Galaxy S9 Plus, the OnePlus 6, the OnePlus 6T that's going to be coming out soon, those phones all cost $700 or below. I just can't see how somebody who's on the fence about going to Apple is going to walk into the store, see the Skittle phones from Apple, and see that they're more expensive and they don't even have a 1080p screen. And then they're going to go say, well, those phones are nicer and better and have more features, but I'm going to go with this one. I can't see it happening. I can't see it happening. If Apple had priced it at, say, $699, maybe. One thing that those Android phones offer that the iPhone never has and never will offer is the opportunity to buy a lower amount of storage and then put more storage in. Because if you're taking 4K video, you're going to use up 64 gigabytes of storage pretty quickly. But each of the new iPhones starts at 64 gigabytes and then goes up. I think the XR goes to 128 and then 256, and the XS goes from 64 to 256 to 512, and then the XS Max goes from 64 to 256 to 512. Right now, let's just say I have a Note 9, and it came with 128 gigabytes of storage as the lowest number available. And then I put a 256 gigabyte SD card in it, and now I have 384 gigabytes of storage. To not have to drop down and lose storage, I would have to go for the highest end model. Let's say I go for the highest end model of the XS Max, because it's the one that's probably actually most comparable to the Note 9. If I go with that phone, I'm not paying $1099, the $1099 starting price. No, and I'm not paying $1249, the middle price either. I'm paying $1,449. That's $1,500 once you get taxes in there, a little bit over actually. So that's more than I pay for my mortgage and one of my car payments. I mean, you can get a MacBook Air for $1,199. Apple is crazy town. I do know this. Tonight, people are going to stay up till 12 o'clock, whenever 12 o'clock Pacific is for them, and they're going to order iPhones. People are going to show up on September 21st. Well, maybe they'll wait in line. I don't know. But they're going to go to the store, and they're going to pick up iPhones. That's going to happen. It always happens. But as I sit here and I think about what Apple has offered, which is honestly not that much, and in some cases even less than what one would have hoped, I can't help but think, like, pre-order time tonight is going to come and go, and I'm not even going to bother. If you want to watch and see if I'm actually being truthful, I'll be on a live stream tonight with my friend Viper and a bunch of other tech YouTubers, and we'll all be sort of counting down until you can get the pre-orders. But I won't be one of the people doing it. Will I get an iPhone at all? It's a double-edged sword, because on one hand, I review phones on the internet, and it's part of my income. It's part of what I do. And so probably I'll have to get one, and I'll put it through its paces. And I really feel like most likely it won't be kept. If I buy any iPhone this year, it'll be the iPhone 8 Plus. And I really want the Apple Watch Series 4. This is weird. I mean, I've never felt this way about any Apple device. I even got excited about the HomePod. This year's lineup, what it's offering that's new is not much. What it's offering that is, there's just not much. There's just not much at all. And I can't really say that I'm excited about it one little bit. And that makes me sad, because I've been an Apple fan for a long time. And I never thought the day would come when I'd watch an Apple event and just go, meh. Thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. If this was your first time here, then maybe you'll hit like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff, and hit the bell notification icon down there beside the subscribe button, and come back and see me when I put out new videos. Now, even if I don't get an iPhone, I will be making iPhone-related videos quite a bit over the next several months. So come on back and check it out. Maybe I'll be convinced. Maybe you can convince me to give it a try. But right now, my enthusiasm level is, I think, buying an iPhone is right below someone sticking their finger up my bum. That's about where my enthusiasm level lies. Again, my name is Jason, sometimes known as the JTL. This is Painfully Honest Tech. Tech so honest it hurts. Until the next time, I'm out!